Whenever you see fractions in the problem, you want to cancel out all of your denominators. And we do that by finding our least common denominator. What's the smallest denominator that will cancel out 5, 4, and 8? So we're going to take two of these terms at a time. So let's first start off with finding the least common denominator of 5 and 4. Same thing as least common multiple. So 5 times 1, 5 times 2, 5 times 3, 5 times 4, 4 times 1, 4 times 2, 4 times 3, 4 times 4, 4 times 5. So between 5 and 4, the least common multiple, the smallest thing that we can multiply by to cancel out both of these denominators is 20. So then we take that value of 20 and we find the least common multiple of that in 8. So 20 times 1, 20 times 2, 8 times 1, 8 times 2, 8 times 3, 8 times 4, 8 times 5. So the smallest number that all three of these numbers have in common is 40. So what we do with that least common denominator is we multiply it by every single term in the problem. Our goal being we want to cancel out all of the denominators so that the problem is simpler than what we started off with. So that least common denominator gets multiplied by every single term. And now we can start simplifying, we can start reducing. So here we're multiplying by 40, and 40 is being divided by 5, so that's going to give us a remainder of 8. From the second term, 40 is being divided by 4, that's going to give us a remainder of 10, and we have 40 being divided by 8, which is going to give us 5. If you don't like simplifying first, you always have the option of putting your whole numbers over 1, multiplying straight across, and then reducing. It's just an extra step when you do it that way. So from the first term, 40 divided by 5 leaves us with 8. We still have 4y left over. We have 40 divided by 4, which gives us 10. And we still have 1 times y minus 5 left. And the last term, 40 divided by 8 gives us 5. We still have y plus 1 left. And now, as you can see, the whole goal of finding your least common denominator is so that you can get rid of all the fractions in the problem, and the problem is easier to solve. So now we have 32y. We're going to distribute the 10y to both of these terms. We want to add our like terms on the left. And now we want to start doing opposite operations. So we always want to move the smallest term. That's normally the easiest thing to do. So the opposite of adding 5y, we're going to subtract 5y on both sides. And we want to move the 50 to the other side. So the opposite of subtracting 50, we're going to add 50 to both sides. And then to get y by itself, we do the opposite of multiplying by 37, which is dividing both sides by 37. And here is our final answer.